Hello, welcome to part 23. I'm Ultraviolent 4. This is the adventures of Ziggy Golddust. We're getting very close to Zig territory now. We've got two more runes to get, two hell runes. One's Tartarus and one is Dis. First things first though, let me just put some of you out of your misery by casting Deflector Missiles. Nope, that's not it. That's a whooshing sound. There you go. Better? Yeah, better. Okay, I am almost 100% certain that we're going to get the Dis Serpent of Hell. So I'm going to leave that one for last. I usually probably think Tartarus might be the worst, or maybe not. I don't know. Neither of them's great when you're undead. Dis always sucks. And then Dispel Undead on Tsutsumi really hurts, or certainly has the potential to. If you get a couple of them, and they both just blast you with Dispel Undead, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's see. We're still training a bunch of different spells. Yep. Cool. Alright, so we're going to do Tartarus. I'd like to show you something, though, that I found on my holiday. Where are we? Here we go. I thought this was really funny, so I took a photo to show you. That is Ziggy's House of Noms. Interesting because mummies don't nom, as we all know. I get the cat reference because that's probably like an ancient Egyptian reference where, cats help guard you in the afterlife. But I'm not really sure about the nom bit. Anyway. So yeah, if you look up where that is and come find me, say hi. I mean, you won't know what I look like, but that's part of the fun, right? Okay, into Tartarus. Is that up or down? Up. I'm keeping our ring set as it was in Cocytus. I'm not expecting to meet any RF enemies, and also having RC is nice here because Tsutsumi also have Balls of Cold. So we're going in without any RF. If, I don't know, something crazy happens and we see fire enemies in there, or if I want to use an immolation scroll, we'll just switch over. Why am I carrying all these enchant weapon scrolls? I'm just go read them here on our Demon Trident while it's on the ground. Cool. That one. Alright. Tartarus. One of our two remaining runes left. That's a good start. And then after this, we're going to start zigging. I'm not going to then say, hey, we're not strong enough for zigging, let's go run around in Abyss for the next 5 hours to level. No, we're going to start zigging. Right. The other thing that you really need to look out for here in Tartarus are the Doomhounds. Those guys are really, really nasty. Their hound status completely ignores your MR. And I think it's smite targeted, pretty sure. It's pretty hard to avoid. And once you have that status on you, then it starts summoning fiends and bone dragons and... yeah, here's one. Let's see. Doomhound. It doesn't tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's smite targeted. They actually do, I'm looking at it, quite a decent amount of damage. They bite for 45 and claw for 30. But I don't think of them as melee attackers at all. I think of them as the house status. I think, yeah, their MR isn't great. So there's your best out. You've got a 72% chance to paralyze it. Let's just do that. I don't really want to get a bunch of Tsutsumi dumped on my head, so let's not. I feel like there was something I was about to do, but I've already forgotten. There's one. Fortunately, Dispel Undead does require line of fire, so oh no, it's me. So if we step behind our servitor, that's going to prevent that Titsimal from hitting us. What happened there? You're sucked into a shaft. Yeah, fair enough. That actually helps us. Means we go down faster. Doomhound again. Same play. No, stop doing things. That's server to go. Oh, well, that's a Hellion in Tartarus. I mean, it seems like a fire enemy, but it's not actually fire. Yeah, that hurts. Same thing again. If it's only one, I'm gonna do my best to step behind Servitor. Another Hellion. Is this normal? I don't feel like Hellions are a normal enemy you see all the time in Tartarus. I must be wrong. Note here, I really don't want to make a servitor. So, the Hellion can only use damnation on things it can see. At the moment it can't see us. But if I made a servitor and it landed on this tile or this tile, the Hellion would be able to see it and then it would be able to shoot it and it would hit us. Yeah, so I wanted to wait there. Yeah, it hurts. Alright, if you're curious about my my first copyright claim from YouTube, it's from part 4 of my Naga. What was it? Oh, here's a fire enemy. Well, it's red. It's not actually fire, but this also feels out of place. What are the ones who use wands? See, I'm so bad at evocations. I don't even know what that background's called. I might actually have to cheat. It's AR. What are they? What is AR? I'm having a total mental blank, and the fact that I'm doing it in public is making it worse. Artificer. Yeah, there you go. Part 4 of my Naga Artificer run. I experimented with trying music in it. So apparently you're allowed to use those songs, but apparently not, because I just got copyright struck. Not a big deal. It just means that over the rest of time, the 2 cents that I make from that video will now go to someone else. So, yeah, not a big deal, but interesting. When I first saw that email, I was a bit puzzled. Silent Spectres are pretty nasty in a group. Or Doomhound. We got Hound. There you go. That answers the question. Definitely smite targeted. So if you're a normal character, you can get rid of Howl by quaffing cancellation. We cannot, of course, do that. So we're just going to have to fight it. It's going to dump a bunch of nasty enemies on our head. Okay, fortunately only one Tsitsimal. Anyway, I'm imagining if that hell effect dumps a Silent Spectre and a Tsitsimal, that's really sucky. We'll be stuck hitting it with a Demon Trident. In this instance, oh, that's a bird. Our servitor was too far away for me to get behind, so I just soldiered on. We're going again with the Doom Hounds. Why don't I just... I don't have a polymorph. Yeah, hopefully we won't need... Oh yeah, we learnt Eldritch Tentacles, super scary when you can't quaff. We can get confused. Oh, but I really want the gold. Okay, let's see. Ball Clutch... Oh, can we not get it? They lost their grip. I was thinking Ball Clutch is going to be amazing on the tentacle. Because it's going to... Oh, get away. It's going to constrict all the bits at once. Onto Tartar 6. I really would prefer this Serpent of Hell, if I'm being honest. I don't even remember what it does. Oh, we got alarm trapped. There you go. We got alarm trapped from an enemy stepping on it. Apparently last episode where I was complaining about the exploration trap effect, it was actually from an enemy stepping on an alarm trap. So, my bad. Oh look, we lost deflector missiles again. Have you been screaming? Ouch, that one didn't hurt too much. Look, there you go. Just like new. Cool. I think it's really difficult to look them up. Let me see. Maybe this... Oh, cool. This does show me all the different types. What does a Tartarus one do? Corrosive Bolt. Oh, that's scary. Well, we don't care about Bolt of Draining and Miasma Breath. But I guess this makes sense. It does realize that if you are undead, then this would be super trivial. So they also put Corrosive Bolt. We have Arc Corrosion if we swap rings. Oh, I just noticed the ring that has the corrode effect also has Arc Corrosion on it, so that's nice. It means that 50% of the time that triggers, it won't actually happen. It's a bit of synergy there. We lost our deflector missiles again. Don't worry, I'm paying attention. How are we going for Shadow, by the way? We're at... where is it? 28% without Wizardry. With Wizardry it's at 12%. Alright, that's pretty castable already. Okay, feeling good. Oh, I missed the downstairs. Totally paying attention, by the way. Oh boy, I just looked at our gold. We have 25,000 gold. Maybe we should... Certainly before we... Well, okay. I was going to say before we zig, maybe we should buy some shops. But I'm going to amend that. Before we fight the Dis Serpent of Hell, maybe we'll buy some shops. Seeing if there's more paralysis around. There aren't. I'd kind of like to keep a paralysis for when we zig. I can imagine times where that would be really useful. I don't know. There'll be times. We're going to magic map here. Yeah. So she's in this one. The others just have loot, including some of these. See how you can't get into? You have to blow them up to get into. So I mean, we can do that. This is all just treasure, but look, it's all that gold, and we benefit from gold. So I normally don't bother. I just run into her one. And by her, I mean Ereshkigal. but I think it's worth getting the gold. Let's look her up. It's !/M. That's how I'm doing this. Aresh. She's not that scary for this character. So her main things that you really need to worry about are torment and paralysis. We've got infinite MR and we're immune to torment, so that's not a big deal. And also she can surprise you with silence, so that's also a bit of a worry, but not too big of a deal, because we'll just hit her with stuff. Hit her with a pokey stick. Note that her AC isn't that high, but she relies more on high evasion. But if we can get Bar Clutch on her, that lowers her evasion, and it also is doing damage that she can't. She can't just dodge it. Did our servitor win? It did. Our servitor, oh no. I thought it 1v1'd the Sitsumo. Okay, we're good. Now, it is possible that the Serpent of Hell will be here, but I'm basically just, I know it's going to be in this. I know it is. I know that the devs love doing that to me. So this is just a bunch of gold. Oh, some other items. A jeweled quarterstaff. Oh, hey look, a phantom mirror. That's useful. You can ID this spear. Not so useful. Okay, a couple of phantom mirrors. And a bunch of gold. That's super worth. I mean, what did we fight to get here? Nothing anyway. Just more. You're spending time. Spending time in hell, where the hell effect can be messing with you. I think we'll go fight Aresh, but now that we have Shadow somewhat castable, what you can always do is just blow open the back of these vaults, steal the rune, and then run. Unlike the Panlords, these Hell Lords won't chase you through the game. So if you steal runes in Pan, they'll keep appearing in later Pan floors. They might appear on the all run. It's kind of annoying. But Hell Lords, they just stay in Hell. So absolutely nothing wrong with just jacking their stuff. If I'm gonna do Shadow, it's gonna hurt our servitor, isn't it? He's flying, so he'll take less damage. It's on F. Yeah, I'll hit my servitor. He won't care. He's a good boy. Oh, okay, so we opened the wall and then the Tsutsuma immediately dispelled us again. Okay, I'm gonna sit on the stairs to heal. We just made a lot of noise. Oh, hey, there's a Darth Maul. Alright, so good thing I did that because we need that for our Unrandout collection. Okay, so we're gonna sit on the stairs. We just made a lot of noise with Shatter, so things might be running at us. That's a cocky. I'm assuming you could hear the bird that was screaming. Plus 10, the Dark Maul of Crushing. Slowest weapon in the game. Oh, I can't wield it with a shield. Okay, I was just going to show you how slow it is. That is the king of bread swinging. If you ever find the Dark Maul, do some Dark Maul swinging. Oh, we have to blow open each individual one of these? That's annoying. Alright, well, let's do it then. That's on F. It's a lot of shadows. Oh, we still didn't get in this chamber? I don't know, I can't remember the last time that I actually bothered doing this, breaking in to get this loot. By the time you're in extended, you usually don't care. Well, certainly I don't care, I'm just trying to get the game over and done with. I mean, at this point we're what, 23 episodes in? We're gonna do infinite zigs, so what's the hurry? That hurts so much. you imagine what happens if you had a couple of those at once and they all ganged up with the spells? Right. Oh yeah, hold another half. Hang on. New book. Oh, there's another unrand art that we need. Devastator. Okay, cool. This gave us Ring of Flames. Very useful. Let's pick up Devastator. Let's ID this amulet. Not exciting. No amulet's going to be exciting compared to the Four Winds. I guess, no, that's not true. We could potentially find some item that has clarity on it. Oh, we're howled, that's why. I was just wondering why there's all this stuff appearing on top of us. And I'm not seeing the Serpent of Hell, so you know what that means, right? My foe. Ow. Let's get behind Cerberus. Oh, again. It's Hitsimul and a Doomhound. That's nasty. Let's just try to kill the Doomhound. Alright, that's fine. We didn't get howled. Or dispelled. Or did we? It might have been a small dispel in there. I didn't think so. And more artifact stuff. Apparently the loot in these chambers is really, really good. Who knew? Divine Compulsion. So that gives us... Oh wait, no, we already know that we're not meeting the Serpent of Hell here. Some more spiders from Mars. No spells on that one. Apparently there's a plain amulet we've never seen. We may as well ID that, because we want that not to have a higher roll chance if we're ever acquiring jewelry. Ooh. It's more up there. Did quite a bit of damage to that with Shatter, funnily enough. These guys are certainly flying. Yeah, so they're taking less damage. Oh, another one. There's shields to 25. Okay, I never thought this day would come. And can you hear the birds? See, I feel like this vindicates me from yesterday, when I was saying the birds kept singing all morning, and then they shut up as soon as I recorded. This is what they were doing. And we got one more. Oh yeah, right, we made it to 25 shields, so we got our large shield done, despite our mummy aptitudes. And we're just going to keep training like this. We'll get fighting to 27, spellcasting to 27, probably earth magic to 27, or should we start doing fire again? So with wizardry we're at 7% chance with shatter. If we had brilliance it would be even lower. So how about now that shields just turned off, how about we also turn fire magic back on, and we'll focus that too. We'll try to get ignition workable. 38 with wizardry is too high. Oh, some liches. A bunch of other really good gear. Yeah. Like I said, I can't remember the last time that I ever did this. Or the last time that I've done this, broken into the vault and stolen all the loot in here. So I don't know if this is normal, but a lot of artifact things. Oh, that's got to be the Ancient Lich, who's summoning demons. And our servitor can't see invis. So how about we make some of these guys, and then how about we see invis ourselves? There we go. I think there's an ant crawling on my foot right now. He's come to get revenge. I tried to feed his family member to a wolf spider. Is there any world where I'm going to care about a plate armor? I mean, maybe that's plus 15 with plus 10 int on it. Well, I wasn't that far off. It was the right genre. Plus 6 plate armor with plus 4 int. It's the armor of original sin. Not going to use that though. This ring is plus 6 strength, plus 3 int, slay plus 3, plus stealth. That's pretty good. Yep, so it's got a bunch of strength. So 6, that would help us wear heavier armor if we want it. And then of course having extra int and extra slaying is also always good. Do I want this on right now? Maybe not. No, but I'm going to carry that one with us. It's an RLX thing, but it's not better than the mace, probably. Because the mace doubles up with also having a bunch of RF on it. And that morning star is useless. I kind of want to drop something. Just so we got an extra slot. I don't have to keep getting prompted. But I'm not going to. So I think we've done all of the treasure chambers now. I'm glad that I did, because that was pretty sweet. That was a nice haul. Oh, and we're contaminated. Let's just wait that off. Do you think? He did the thing. Thing confirmed. We are howled. It's only really the Titsumul we care about. The Bone Dragons and Shadow Dragons don't bother us on this character. They can bother you on others though. So let's go do this. The thing to note about Arashkaga is that her chamber is almost always filled with a whole bunch of Titsume. So you don't want to just charge in. You want to try to be a bit sneaky. See if you can pull the fiends out one at a time. Or see if you can get her to chase you out, so it's just her and not all the fiends as well. I think we probably won't need to... Oh yeah, have you noticed? No Serpent of Hell. It's in Dis. It was known. You all knew it. I knew it. The devs knew it. They knew it because they did it intentionally, but we all knew that was happening. Alright, so we've got our servitor out. Let me make another one. So we're ready. Let's try to look in our crystal ball as well. I don't think we need to haste up against Arash. So I'm going to save my 27,000 gold. I should just potion petition. It really costs nothing. It's 400 gold. Let's just do it. The one with haste and agi. It's probably better than might and agi. We don't really care about resistance at all against her. We have full RC anyway. I'm going to try to slowly fight this stuff in here. We haven't seen... There you go, there are some fiends. And Arash, and she's immediately done her silence field. I'm running. We're hasted. Oh, she is coming. Okay, her silence ran out, and I don't see the fiends. So I think we can start fighting. Let's get a bar clutch on her. She abjured our mana vipers. which is kind of annoying. And she's silenced us, which is okay. Because we can just fight her, probably. Okay, I don't want to fight her anymore now that Titsumon have turned up. Alright, so I think that's a mistake. When she silenced us again and we knew the Titsumons, or Titsume, are not too far behind, I probably should have started running away. So we, of course, can't read a teleport while we're in her silence field. And I definitely don't want to be fighting two Titsume just on their own, but that plus Aresh and Co. So I'm going to start running. She's really fast, so even though we're hasted, she's running us down. And the silence ran out. You know what? We're still full, almost full HP, and we still got a lot of magic points. This might seem crazy, but I'm going to read a teleport. Am I? I could also just Passage of Blueberry away. Because we only have 7 scrolls of teleportation. We have more scrolls of blinking than we do teleports. It's kind of nutty. How about I try Passage then? Let's see if we can make some space. Kind of. And we can go again. I just want to get away from the Titsume. And you know what? Why don't we make some friends? Oh, there's a fire enemy. Maybe we can kill her just before the other stuff gets on top of us. It's probably a no. And the dangerous thing of doing this, our haste is now gone, is that if she does silence again, we'll be stuck without any. We could potion petition a second time and look for magic. And maybe that will help us Val clutch her again. Yeah. Is there magic in there? Curing and magic. Otherwise I can go haste, agi, resistance. Those don't really help us. Might and haste would help us just hit her. But let's get more magic. And we can Val clutch stuff. She's not extremely durable. If I can just... Yeah, there you go. If I can keep Val clutching her. There you go. So she went down. Alright, so we held on to our teleport scroll there. That's not the right thing. That's the right one. How are we going? Again, I'm not sure how long this episode is. I think we're at about 35 minutes or something. I note that our deflected missiles is gone. I don't know how long that's been the case. Again, I'm sorry. Hey! Serpent of Hell, what do you know? I've been spared. It's funny that we just fought the Serpent of Hell after Aresh. Normally this is hanging out before you get to the boss. So this is a welcome change. I'm pretty sure that dragons don't open doors. I mean, okay, so the Serpent of Hell is not a dragon. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna say it can open a door then. I mean, it's got arms in the picture, right? Breaks doors. Alright, there you go. I was technically correct. It can't open doors. Although functionally and in practice it can definitely open doors. Alright, this guy is really fast. We still need to respect him. So, let's have a look. Even just the melee attacks, it can bite 4 times for 35 damage each. So we're talking a significant amount of DPS just from attacks. Fortunately we have a shield, of course, it's OP. But the main spell out of this list that we care about is Corrosive Bolt. So we're going to put on our Resist Corrosion Ring. Probably instead of the RC Plus ring. I'd like to keep phasing, because that's going to help us dodge. Good thing I put deflected missiles on just before we fought that. And let's get our friends. I'm going to Var Clutch it. Don't care about miasma, that's a nice thing about being undead. Yeah, this one's just going down. So much easier than the Dis one. Oh my god. I was so ready for the Dis one too. I knew it was going to happen. I can't believe it didn't. I don't know why I'm fighting the Eldritch Tentacle. That's really dangerous. even though there might not be any other enemies around when I do that, at any point like this, the hell effect might just dump enemies on our heads. Say we get paralyzed for 7 turns. If we have a Titsmal next to us and it gets 7 attempts to dispel and dead us, we'll die. Go fight it, dude. I just want to get my magic points back. Stop making more enemies. Oh, we're howled. Okay, now I get it. Don't make me look into the crystal ball. Another one. Oh yeah. Should I start training some evocations? No, it's probably too much stuff. Spellcasting and fighting are nearly both at 27. Maybe once I get there, we'll turn on evocations as well. That will make our whatchamacallit, crystal ball of energy better. It will also make all of our evocables here better, including the box of beasts, the sack of spiders, and also I've never used the horn of Guryon, not even once. The other thing I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? Oh, it's not here, but just Spader stuff. That's eventually something that we'd like to be able to use with 27 evocations. Because it does damnation, and very few things resist damnation, so it's a very good tool to have, especially when you're zigging. Hey, 14th rune. When you have Panlord flaws, or even you can just get the Silent Spectres, when you get stuck not being able to cast, you got to rely on some sort of physical damage. And so Staff of Despader is really good for that. Because it's, yeah, most things don't resist it. We've never seen Javelins of Penetration, I think, this whole game. Yeah, we don't have any penetration in our whole game. That's another really good way to deal with silence. Train a bunch of throwing, have some form of penetration so you can shoot through the enemies to hit the one that's silencing you and kill it, so that you can then start doing your AoE spells again. Like this. So say the Silent Spectre. Good illustration. We're up here. We're stuck in the field, but there were a bunch of other enemies between us and it. Could use penetration. But yeah, we have not seen any. I think we've seen all the loot in here. Okay. Well, now that we know we don't have to fight the Disc Serpent of Hell, I don't know that we need to buy shops just yet. Maybe we'll save our shopping until we do some Zigraiding. Let me check. We're at 38 minutes. Alright, let's start off doing this. In this one, we do want to have RF. So in this, you want a little bit of all the different elemental resistances, because it spawns all of them. So let's go to the, I guess we go to the fire ring instead of, well, definitely instead of the arc corrosion one, but instead of the cold ring we were wearing. And let's dump some stuff so that we're not carrying around these random artifacts. So we drop Dark Maul and Devastator. What else? Probably it. Alright, deflecting missiles is up. Let's go do this. So yeah, this is the more, I guess you'd say, physical hell. It's not themed around an elemental type. Oh yeah, we have a spectral weapon. That's a great spell. I should have been using that against the Resh. And even against the Titsimals, because it's another good way to put something between us and it. You can't just spell undead a Demon Trident. Yes, this is much more physical. So we're gonna see things like iron golems who just hit with physical damage. And then we're gonna see executioners, again about physical damage. Things like iron giants. I guess in a sense, iron shot is physical damage. But this is a really nasty one. I think once upon a time this probably used to be the easiest hell, and then they added iron giants, and then I don't know. I feel like they did other stuff. There were other buffing things, but it's certainly really scary now. And iron giants aren't as OP as they used to be. They don't throw you anymore. That was nutty. But they're still really dangerous. It seems like we're going into some sort of vault. This room looks symmetrical. But we haven't seen any downstairs. I guess it doesn't hurt us to go in here. Sometimes in hell you can get these sorts of vaults. Yeah, this is definitely a vault. And now we've got a big middle chamber. I could just shatter all this stuff. Sometimes all your downstairs will be inside them though. This one doesn't seem too nasty. It's mostly just trolls. This would matter if you weren't torment immune. With the random tormentors in there. Look at these iron golems. Anything with iron in the name is going to be slow, so you can just walk away from this stuff. Oh, there's an ice fiend. You can see all the different fiend types in here. It's still going. And wait, Auto Explore didn't do the last tile. What's the bet that the downstairs are all in that last bit? That's crazy. Yeah, wow. Great job, Auto Explore. Fantastic work there, skipping the one line of tiles that has all the downstairs in it. Imagine that. We might have been taken to do the entire rest of the floor, and then eventually we come back. Oh yeah, it was in that place that we fought all those enemies in. Anytime you have two Hellions like this, it's really dangerous. Look at that, we're dying to them. And maybe should have just gone back upstairs. It's honestly that scary. What was the third one? Let's see if we can kill it with... Where's my iron shot? He's out of range for iron shot. We can just kill it with bug clutch. That worked. There's a lot of skeletons. Easy downstep. Did I imagine a red devil there? I swear I saw one. There's a Balrogs here. That's why you need some RF. I think I imagined a red devil. I just noticed that a bunch of our stats are being drained. That has to be from the hell effect, right? Yeah. We're a mummy, so we can't be mutated. There's no way we have the stat rotting mutation. And we're not killing mummies, so we're not getting death cursed. Yeah, we're down 7 int. See how nasty that can be? So if you're a Minotaur Berserker here in Extended and you only got 4 int total, you need to be paying attention to that. Fighting to 26, we're almost done. I saw that downstairs, I'm just greedily grabbing this extra gold. Just 4. Hellions don't fly, right? No, they don't. So it would take max shatter damage, but it's okay. It's not going to want to damnation these other enemies that are around us. So I'll just leave them alive until the Hellion goes down, and then we can fight. I feel all vulnerable. Let's do it. I would just go down normally, but I don't know. Killing enemies when you get gold from them, it's much harder to ignore them. Here's an Iron Giant. So we got punished. He harpoon shotted us in. Oh yeah, that's right. They have harpoon shot now. Okay, so they can hook you in and then iron shot you. Let's blink away so we're not adjacent to him. I want to try and do stuff. He hits really hard with his giant club, and then his iron shot is a huge amount of damage. How much exactly? $3d32, 96 damage. It's quite significant, especially if you consider how tanky they are. Could definitely smack you with a few of those. Don't know how long the episode is. 47. Alright, so I think we'll head down to Disc 7. We won't clear it yet. And then so to begin the next episode, we'll do Disc 7, we'll do our Zigraider fight, get our final rune, and that will be Zig time. Probably thought it would never come. You might be right, we might die yet. Oh, we got a shaft. Okay, well this will be an exciting. Let's take the shaft down. This might throw us right into the middle of Zigraider's chamber. Do we really want to be shafted to Disc 7? Yeah, we do. That sounds exciting. Let's magic map. It looks like we are in the castle. No, we're just in this room with some gold. Oh, with a digging wand. Excellent. Takes us up to 10 digging charges. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode. So if you join me in the next one, we'll be zigging. Bye.